Hi guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cardz TV. I want to say thank you to all of you who purchased the Cardz TV August card kit. It sold out super quick, guys, and I'm sorry to those of you who didn't get it this time. But we're going to go ahead and do some cards with that kit. And the first thing we're going to do is use one of the white card bases that comes in the kit, and then this pretty blue cardstock that's also from the kit. And this cardstock is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to get that adhered, and we're making a shaker card today, guys. Okay, next I took some of the white cardstock from the kit, and I took a stitched circle die and I cut out a circle, and this is going to be the part where the shaker goes. So I went ahead and stamped it. And I used the stamp set from the kit, or one of them, Bigger Everyday Sayings, and stamped Happy Birthday with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I've got a little piece of acetate. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to flip this over and go ahead and get this glued down for my shaker window. Okay, I've got my acetate on there. Now, I took 2 thicknesses of foam tape, and I cut a thin strip, and I'm going to take the backing off of both sides, and I'm going to go around that circle with this foam tape to close that in to make the area for my sequins. And I have not done a shaker card in a while, so this is probably going to take me a little while to get this done. I'm not going to make you watch, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm just curving it around this circle. Okay, before I put my sequins in, I'm going to take my powder tool and go around on the inside of that acetate so that my sequins don't stick, and to try to get rid of some of that static. Now, we've got some pretty rainbow sequins from the kit. I dumped mine in a little dish here. And we're going to go ahead and put in probably 2 scoops will be enough. And then I've cut a piece of the same blue cardstock that I'm going to put right here on the back, because I want that blue to show through. There. Oh, that looks great. I love that. Now I'm going to take some more foam tape and put all on the back of my white panel, and then this is going to go on the front of the card, just like that. Okay, I took the backing off all the foam, and I've got this adhered to the front. I love that. It's so pretty. Now, to finish up card number 1, I took this sticker sheet, or one of them that came in the kit, and I took one of the little cakes, and what I like to do with these stickers is stick them down to a piece of cardstock, and then I take just a sharp little pair of scissors and trim around it so that the little sticker has a base like a die cut. I've got this on foam tape, and I'm going to add this right there to the side, and that will complete card number 1. I took another of the white card bases from the kit for card number 2. This is going to be a landscape style card. And then I took a piece of the black cardstock from the kit, and this was cut at 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and we're going to get this adhered to the front of their card base. Next, I took a piece of the double-sided paper from the kit, and I've cut this at 3 3/4 inches by 5, and I also cut a piece of the white cardstock from the kit the same size. And what I'm going to do is put this in my trimmer, and this is going to be called a peekaboo card, or a fold back card. And I'm going to get my trimmer over here and show you what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to make a small cut in the side of this designer paper, and I want it to be on the 5-inch side. So half of 5 inches is 2 1/2. So I'm going to line the edge up right there, and I want to cut in 1 3/4 inches. So if I look here on the side of my trimmer, I can find 1 3/4 inches, and it might not be easy for you to see. I've got to make sure I can see it as well. There it is right there. So I'm going to bring my blade down until this bar gets to 1 3/4 inches. And we have a cut just like that at 2.5 inches. Now you want to do this with double-sided paper because we're going to fold it from the point to this line, and then you'll see the other side is that pretty blue with stars, not hearts, stars. I'm going to take my bone folder and push that down. We'll do the same thing with this side. You want to be real careful that you don't go too far right there and get a tear. So then you got to start all over, right? And after I get this down with my bone folder, I'm going to put a little drop of glue, or you can use a glue dot to put under here and hold this in place. Next, we're going to take our patterned paper and adhere it to that white cardstock, which was cut the same size. And then we'll get this fastened to the front of our card, but not before we stamp our sentiment right down there. I went ahead and stamped my sentiment with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I used the bigger everyday sayings, which you'll find in the kit, and did best wishes. And now we can go ahead and get this attached to our card base. Now I took out one of the little sticker sheets that comes with the kit, and I wanted to use this little piece of cake right here, and these are pretty heavy stickers, so I decided this time not to put it on a piece of cardstock like I did the cake in the first card. And I just took my anti-static powder tool and put on the back of the sticker to get rid of some of the stickiness. And I just popped it up on some foam tape. And I cut out a small stitched circle with my circle die and put that little piece of cake on there. And it's popped up, and I've got the circle popped up as well. And I'm going to put this right here. Now you could put some of your sequins on here from the kit, but I had some black enamel dots in my stash, and I decided I'm going to put a few of those on here because this is kind of a busy card with all these patterns going on. I've got enamel dots sticking to me everywhere. But I thought it just needed just a little bit of these black enamel dots. So I'm going to put a few on here, and that will complete card number 2. For card number 3, I've got a black card base using the cardstock from the kit. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when folded. And then I have a piece of pink and white striped from the double-sided paper. And this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue and get this adhered to the front of my black card base. I've got my trimmer out because I want to cut this pink with white stars paper from the kit at a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to take the point of the paper and put it in the track. Now this is cut at 3 inches by 4 inches, and I'm just going to turn this until I get the angle that I want. I don't want it at too much of an angle, and I want to make sure I keep that point right there. I think we're going to do it at about 1 1/4 inches, and then we'll go ahead and get this trimmed. And I think I'm going to cut from the bottom up so it won't move my paper when the blade starts to go across. There we go, just a little bit of an angle. Next, I took a strip of white cardstock. This is about 1/2 inch wide, and I took the basic borders stamp set. And here we see the stars right here, and I took some Memento Tuxedo Black, and I stamped a row of the black stars. Now I probably should have done this before I adhered this to the card so I could trim the edges off. I can still do it, but it's going to be a little bit harder. But I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down and then trim the edges. This is going to be a thank you card, and I want to use the word thanks. So I'm going to take this into my Misty, and I want to stamp thanks across here 3 times. And this is from the bigger Everyday Saying stamp set, which also comes in the kit. Now this is another case where I should have done my stamping before I put this on the card base, but live and learn. So I've gone ahead and I've positioned the word thanks. We're going to pick it up and get some ink on there. And if this doesn't turn out, I'm going to have to start this card all over again, right? But I have learned some lessons on this card. Okay, here goes our first thanks. Very good. I would like it a little darker though, so I'm going to ink it up and stamp it one more time. And then I'm going to move the stamp over so I can get 3 of them across there. Oh, that's much better. I added some of the faceted black enamel dots for some sparkle, and that completes card number 3. Here are the 3 cards I made from the Cardz TV August card kit called Let's Celebrate. And I think they all turned out really cute. They're all really different. But the papers in this kit really lend themselves to doing some different type of cards. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And I thank you so much for coming by and spending some time with me today. I hope you're having an awesome week. And I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.